I'm with Miles Miller today, and Miles has a great company that I came across. Miles' company is called Bonzo. And if you're in sales, you should know about Bonzo. And I'm going to have Miles go through with us today a little bit about what Bonzo is. He's going to take us through a demo on Bonzo. I really think it's something that you need to take a look at. And on Bonzo, we will have notes in the show notes to show how to get Bonzo.
All
Miles,
right.
tell us about Bonzo. How did you
Yeah.
get started with Bonzo?
Oh man, thank you so much for having me. And this is tremendous. I'm really excited to share with you about Bonza. So you know, going way back, I was a chaplain assistant in the Army.
Mm-hmm.
I got out and actually studied theology in college, opened a community center for refugees and the homeless. And then I got married and I was like, oh my goodness, there is this very strange thing called money and I actually need some. So I
It
got
helps.
yeah, right. That happens. I got recruited into the mortgage industry. I started out in a core system, like a Rick Ruby, the core system as a dialer. I worked my way up quickly to become a loan officer. And I did about 25 million in my first year as a loan officer. At the end of that first year, I put together an equation based on my commission, closings, and number of leads. And I realized I made a little over $250 every time I had a conversation with a new lead. So I was like, okay, I need to reverse engineer this. And I just need to talk to as many people as possible.
So the more conversations, the more you make.
Exactly. Exactly. And so I went to a longtime friend, Jason Perkins, who's the co-founder of Bonzo. And I said, hey man, he was our marketing director at the time at the small mortgage company we worked at. And I said, do you know of any software that can just help me talk to more people? And so we looked at our CRM and we're like, well, this really focuses on data organization. And we couldn't find it. So we built it. And what we do is we focus on combining the personality of the salesperson with the power of automation and voicemail, text, email, and video marketing to provide a lift and to have conversations at scale. We believe that as a modern salesperson, your impact is a direct result of the amount of conversations you have per day. And what ends up happening is a lot of us focus on data organization instead of conversation creation. The average salesperson spends 62.5% of their time in sales technology, and only 34% of their time actually talking to people, which is selling. Because when you have conversations, conversations build relationships, relationships build trust. And in any sales position, as soon as you have that trust, it's then that you can close the deal and provide income for your family. And so
Trust
again,
is definitely the key.
that's right. We're just about getting your phone to ring, simply put, as many times throughout the day as possible.
So how can I build trust with Bonzo?
Yeah, great point. Great question. So what we can do is, there's two main ways to create the start of that, to create conversation within Bonzo. You can use campaigns, which are multi-day, multi-touch point, voicemail, text, email, video, with consistent channels of communication within your business. So if you're a loan officer, we have templates that can help with online lead conversion or warm realtor lead conversion. You can actually prospect and set new realtor appointments with Bonzo. So you can start conversations with new realtor appointments, or you could nurture. So past clients, pre-approved clients. In total, we have about 14 pre-built campaigns for loan officers. We also have templates for realtors, insurance agents, et cetera. Or you can use our 2-click bulk broadcast feature. So for market updates, status updates, birthday wishes, holiday wishes, instead of just relying on the email monster drip campaign. Side note, the average American sees 3,000 to 5,000 advertisements per day, which includes emails. We don't have enough brain power to process all of that. So the way to break the noise to us is to use our 2-click bulk broadcast feature. You can send a voicemail or a text with a video or an email with a video to your entire database in under 30 seconds, which is cool. So yeah, does that answer your question?
Yeah, and like in those voicemails, it doesn't even have to ring on the phone, right?
No, yeah. So our voicemail technology actually double rings the cell phone tower. The second call shorts out the first. So it rings for a half of a second and then it leaves the voicemail, which really helps. It's a necessary standpoint to build rapport.
Mhm.
They hear your voice, they hear that you're genuine, and then if they don't reply, the text message will follow up, or the voicemail, depending, or excuse me, the email will follow up from there to help drive that conversation back to you.
It's pretty awesome. Do you want to share your screen with me and just show me how it works?
Yeah,
And for
yeah,
those that are just listening, you'll have to go on Bonzo and do the demo. But Miles just should take me through this.
yeah. Sounds great. Can you see my screen?
I sure can.
Okay, so I'll be quick for time purposes, and I'd be happy to go through a deep dive. But this is your dashboard, so you can see, and this is just a demo account. In total, last month we processed, by the way, 92,000 people and nearly 52,000 replied.
Pretty awesome.
89% of them came uh, from a text message that was preceded by a voicemail. So the voicemail is dropped, the text message gets sent out with a possible video, and of the 52,000, 89% of them came with that sequence alone.
Mhm.
So you can see your latest conversation here, any reminders that you previously set for yourself, and then your response rates. To create a campaign, all you have to do is click create campaign, and you can title it. Let's say we want to look at, our refinances, for
Mhm.
instance. As soon as you do that, and this is from a mortgage loan officer standpoint, you can see your pre-built templates that we have inserted here into the system. We either have converting or nurturing campaigns. So your pre-approved clients, COVID forbearance information, past client retention. PS, the average mortgage company only retains 22% of their past clients will use them again, which is crazy. Imagine just increasing that by 10% of all your past clients. You would see exponential growth within your business. From converting campaigns, we do have direct integrations with Zillow, LendingTree, Realtor.com, and Bankrate. We also have an open API with Zapier, so any Facebook leads or other online lead aggregators we can pull in directly. We can also use the power of automation to follow up with warm referral leads that actually uses the agent or the referral source's name within the sequence to build rapport. You can recruit new realtor agents in here as well, or you can recruit new loan officers. If you're a branch manager or a company, you can use our software to recruit loan officers to your business as well. So let's go ahead and look at refinances. As soon as I
Mhm.
select that, this 4-day template, or this 7-day, but 4 different days pre-populates. And all you have
Uh-huh.
to do is go through each day and address it. So you're gonna go to day one. On day one, as soon as you import anybody, you're going to click voicemail. We do have notes pre-built for you right here. To record the voicemail, you just press this button. Hey there, this is Miles Miller with the mortgage company. I know it's been a bit since we've last connected, but I was doing an annual review of your current mortgage position and noticed that you're eligible for an interest rate reduction. You keep going there, you can play it back, save it, and it's that easy. That's the voicemail that's dropped. What it's going to do, again, double rings the cell phone tower, leaves the voicemail, and then it's going to speak back to the cell phone tower. And if they don't call back within 7 minutes, this text message will be sent out. So it reads prospect first name. This is my name. It reads your company. I just left you a message. Call me. I looked at your file. Looks like we can save you quite a bit if you're interested, with a little emoji. And emojis it's silly, but it's important because it's how we talk nowadays. We want it to stay consistent with the personality of the loan officer. And all these templates are adjustable. You can
Mhm.
even add a video right on the fly as well. So you can create a video right here, record right from the dashboard. So you could say, hey there, I know this is a bit awkward, but I just wanted to get in front of you and say, we would love to help you. Looking at your file, it looks like we can save you a decent amount of cash each month. Feel free to give me a call back or shoot me a text. I hope you're well. Talk to you soon. You can stop it. It uploads in a matter of seconds, which is important to keep you going. You can even add their name within the subject line. You could say the title is refinance opportunity. Add a description here. So you could put a whole email from what you're seeing, click next, select, and it's inserted right there within the text message thread. Very fast. And then on the back end, this is what it looks like. This is what they'll see. you'll have your logo pre-populated up here, and then any additional notes on the bottom you'll have right down here regarding the opportunity to refinance. Moving along, you'll then follow up with an email. You can add a video to the email as well. So that same video I just included, you can put right here, and it plays a little GIF prior to that video being opened. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it's really cool. So so the sequence is voicemail, text, email. Can I change that around?
Yes, great question. So if you'd like, all you have to do is grab these three dots and slide it up. Yeah, pretty easy. You can
Awesome.
even add attachments right here within the email as well.
But one of the things that I do know from talking to you, the response rate goes sky high when I add a voicemail before the text. Why is that?
Yes, exactly. So right here, you have your voicemail and then text message, and yeah, your conversion rates will skyrocket. And instead of adding a video, by the way, in a text message, you can add a picture in case you don't want to hop on a video. And then because it's a converting campaign, if they do not reply, it's going to continue to go. But as soon as they reply, you don't have to do a thing. It goes, the whole thing stops for that individual. And as long as your campaign is on, you can continue to add people. The day you add people, either a list or an individual, it starts on day one. Even if you had previously used this campaign and they're on day 7, you can continue to add to it. So you don't have to get back in here and create a campaign each time you want to contact that group of people. And then you have your campaign settings here. So these are kind of not that fun to explain, so I'll skim through these, but we do have auto nurture. So let's say they don't reply to the entire campaign. 2 days later, you can move them to more of a general nurture campaign. And so it'll move automatically, and then that sequence will follow up. You'll change the copy. It could be over 6 months to a year, and it's just can consistently drip on them via voicemail and text to continue to drive that customer back to you. We do have AI. So if you use a scheduling service like Calendly, for instance, if they were to book it, Bonzo will send a text message out confirming, "Hey, thanks so much for booking with me. I plan on talking to you next Friday at 12 o'clock, depending on when that appointment was booked." And this is also important. Whatever email you currently have, we integrate with all email carriers, Ymail, Gmail, Outlook, Google, anything. It comes from your emails. We believe in minimally disrupting the personality of the business and of the salesperson. We have a 5-minute rule at Bonzo. You have to be able to do anything and everything in and under 5 minutes and get back to selling. We don't want to be part of that 62.5% and have you just stuck in here. So if they text or call back, it comes from your email and it goes to your email. So you can email back and forth just like you normally do. And if they were to text or call back, your phone will simply ring like it normally does. So you don't have to be within Bonzo to benefit from Bonzo.
So it doesn't look like it's coming from Bonzo. It appears it's coming from me personally, from my personal email address.
Exactly, because it does. It gets sent out from your server, which is important. So that's the campaign view. We can go over different strategies in greater depth if anyone's interested. And this is your people section. So this is your most CRM-y view, even though we are not a CRM. This is a way to control and look at your people at a larger, 50,000 foot view. Groups are automatically created by tags, and tags are created at import. So you can add tags as well by selecting one or multiple people. As you can see, as soon as I select anybody, this bar pops up. You can move people from campaign to campaign. You can assign tags. You can assign team members. You can broadcast, auto dial, delete, and export. So let's start with auto dial. Actually, let me back up. Regarding tags, so let's look at groups. Let's say I wanted to contact anyone that's looking to buy within 2 to 6 months. As long as they're tagged that, as soon as I select that tag or group, only those people pop up. And then let's say I want to call all of them. I actually want to physically call them. You can select auto dial. And what it does, it's going to go from the top down, hands-free, through your computer. It's going to call Janet. is if Janet answers or connects, or if you have a conversation or not, as soon as it's disconnected, it's going to call Kelly, then down the line to Frank, Grant, Alexis, Brianna, Taylor, all hands free. You could be working on a file or browsing social media for all I care, while in the background, Bonzo's calling and waiting for you to communicate and connect with people. Then you have broadcast. So this is probably my favorite part about Bonzo. Let's say I want to contact everyone looking to buy within 2 to 6 months. I can click voicemail. As you can see, literally 2 clicks. Hey there, this is Miles. I know you're looking to buy potentially within the next 2 to 6 months. I just wanted to keep the lines of communication open and just present myself as a resource to you. If you ever have any questions regarding the home buying process, feel free to reach out. Have a great day. And just like that, within 30 seconds, I just sent a voicemail to 9 people, which could have been honestly 150 people. There's no limit on the usage with Bonzo. You can also send that a text message. So it'll read their name. Hey, prospect first name. You could just say, to your entire database, happy Halloween, right? Instead of shooting a weird drip email off, just like Panera Bread does, you could shoot a personalized text with a pumpkin emoji and a funny video of you in your costume, right? And send that video out to them, and away you go. You just communicated with potentially 500 people in a personalized manner at scale. Does that make sense?
Makes absolute sense. And it's a great leverage of time and a great way to connect with people and stay connected with, as you said, it's not really a CRM, but there are some attributes that are CRM-like.
Yeah.
It's an incredible system to be able to stay in communication. And as you said earlier, connect.
Yes, actually connect human to human. The other cool thing regarding status updates, you could, anytime personally, when I got a contract, when I was an originator, I would create a person and I would enter them into a non-assigned campaign. I would then tag them the address in which the contract was in contract for, the address in which they were in contract for. I would enter the listing agent, buyer's agent, and title company. And then whenever I had a status update, I would look up that address, select all, broadcast, voicemail. Hey there, this is Miles. Just wanted to connect with you on 123 East Main Street. The appraisal's in. It's currently in collateral underwriting. We also have a very clean conditional approval and looking to get that thing cleaned up and cleared by mid of next week. Shoot me a text or give me a call, whatever works. If you have any questions, take care. Talk soon. And then I just gave a status update in 30 seconds. But the beautiful part, and the part that always derails loan officers, are the callbacks. Very few people are going to answer when you call. That's why the voicemail is important. But when they call back, you could be on another status update. You could be working on a file. You could be trying to prospect. So I would always assign my loan officer assistant the replies. So as soon as I give that status update, I would assign Melissa, attach. And if I assign her the replies, not only would my phone ring if they were to call, or I would get a text message, but so would she. And then she could reply as me saying, hey, thanks so much. Yes, we are on time for closing, or yes, the ICD has been sent out, whatever, menial question that agent or title company might have. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it gives you the opportunity to delegate the responses.
Yes,
and
on the fly.
I know one thing that you've talked about with me is that if you don't get a response back within 30 minutes, what happens to that lead?
I'm sorry, say that again.
If you don't get a response back within 30 minutes, what happens if I'm the customer?
Yes. So in the case of online leads, right? If once they're originated, you have 5 minutes to follow up with them before they literally, MIT did a study, before they literally forget that they signed up for something. At just 30 minutes. So say you're, in a realtor appointment or in a client consultation or having dinner.
Out to dinner.
Yeah, with your family, and you just don't want to pick up the phone and call someone because that's not your job. At 30 minutes, you're 100 times less likely to even have a conversation with them. It's just sad. So with Bonzo, any online lead generation, it comes in automatically. The voicemail is dropped immediately, and then the text message goes out just to have them remember, okay, I did sign up for that. That's what's needed.
So it allows the salesperson, to be able to connect even when they don't have the ability to physically connect.
Exactly. Exactly. Yep.
So you're leveraging your time.
Yep. 100%. To be honest with you, Bonzo can completely eliminate outreach and follow up. It'll do it all for you to where you're just sitting back and you're talking to those that are raising their hand and wanting to talk to you while all the follow up is going on in the background.
I know we've talked about mortgage originators, loan officers, but this can be used for a lot more than just for in the mortgage industry. What are the other uses or salespeople that could use this, Miles?
Yeah, so we have insurance agents. I'm a loan officer, so I talk that talk. I'm a former loan officer. We have a lot of insurance agents that use our platform. We actually have car dealerships that use our platform, solar, any online sales. We have realtors, obviously, financial advisors, a couple CPAs, actually. So really any salesperson or anyone who's needing to communicate with a large group of people could have a use case with Bonzo. I just don't know those industries quite as well.
Okay, great. Thank
Yeah.
you.
And this is last kind of feature here. This is your conversations tab. As you have leads coming in, this works just like Facebook Messenger. Your most recent reply flows at the top. You'll get a desktop notification and an alert each time somebody replies and a new conversation comes in. And you'll be able to see the entire chain of communication between you and that prospect right here. You can text back and forth on the fly. You can shoot a video or insert a video, an emoji. You can call right from the dashboard. You can send an email, add tags, add any reminders. You're able to do a lot of things and communicate at scale quickly once the replies come in. So not only do we help and provide efficiency in creating conversation, but we want to do our part and help to sustain conversation as well. We even have a product called the Conversationalist, where we have real humans that sit behind Bonzo and they're going to reply back and forth for you. Once that reply happens, there's a set of questions that they're going to basically qualify that lead or past client or whatever have you, depending on what kind of campaign you want them to run. If they meet all the parameters, their intent is to live transfer that call to you or book an appointment for you to speak with that individual. And that's how we do it through the conversations tab. You'd be able to log in and see conversations happening at scale for you real time if you had the conversationalist.
So it sounds like there's different plans available.
Yes, there are.
Tell me about some of the plans.
Yeah. So we believe in unlimited usage with people. We never want you to hesitate about, okay, I have this many texts or voicemails to send out. We base it on people and it grows with you. So our base plan is $99 per month. It allows you to add 100 people into Bonzo each month and that rolls. So 2 months in, you've invested $198 and you can communicate with 200 people unlimited.
Mm-hmm.
Our next plan goes up to $199, and that's for 300 new people per month. And then above that, that's more of like an enterprise type account, and it'd be custom. The conversationalist is completely custom as well. It's kind of like a virtual assistant. So if anyone is interested in that, we can definitely work with them depending on their type of involvement as well.
Okay. And how do they find you?
www.getbonzo.com. Don't let Siri correct you. She even to this day corrects me and auto-corrects it to garbanzo, like a garbanzo bean, which is so insulting. But getbonzo, bonzo.com.
Awesome.
Well, hey man, thank you so much for this. This was tremendous. And I look forward to having additional conversations with you and with your audience as well.
Likewise. Thanks, Miles.
Yep.
Be great.